Outside Porzingis. "55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Caruso. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's Brown off the drive. And Brown with the stuff.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. Here's Dort. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
And stolen by Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Oklahoma City ahead. Up 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter with
16.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Pass to Caruso. 5 on the clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Celtics trail by 4. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror. He sees what he needs to improve on, and he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They lead by 4. Here's Holmgren. Caruso outside. Pass to Williams. Now Dort. Pounded by Tatum. Dort's shot is good.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
And here's Brown. Back to Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Williams from long range. The shot by Dort, no good.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, number 55, Isaiah.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Fires it. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston trailing. White looking it over. Pass to Holiday. Brown with a screen. Porzingis, big strides. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Boston on offense. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. To the middle. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Now the Celtics on the move.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The deep 3 from Porzingis. The Thunder pull it in. Inside. Pass to Hartenstein. A minute 42 left to play in the second quarter. Hartenstein a screen. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And he gets that one.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Pass to Porzingis. Puts up a 3. Here's Brown. Outside Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Porzingis. No good with a layup.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Tatum. Off with the layup. And here's Caruso outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. To the inside. Dort's shot is good. So Dort's got 6 points.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Tatum. It's Tatum! Tatum working inside.
Now you got to keep Tatum off the boards or he will jump all over you.
The kick out to Wiggins. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Porzingis. To the paint. Oh, look out! JB throwing it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to bring basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. It's stolen by Tatum. Brown inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And stolen by Brown. Tatum can't hit. Thunder trailed by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Caruso outside. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
White for 3. Boston again missing. Oklahoma City trailing. Now Holmgren. Fires for 3. For 3! Holmgren!
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Outside Porzingis. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league, so it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Holiday. Holiday doubled up. Porzingis surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6 to end the run. Again, the miss by Boston. Thunder leading by 4. Ooh, Gilgeous-Alexander turning on the Jets.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Thunder making a change here. Outside White. Down low. Dort with a steal. The drive by Shea. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 6-point game. Pass to Holmgren. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Back to Tatum. .16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And stolen by Williams. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Porzingis for three. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. White for three. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder up by 8. And we've got more action coming your way.
The Thunder, 43.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Celtics trail by 8. Outside, Brown. And stolen by Williams. It's stolen by Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Caruso outside. On target from range. And the Thunder lead by 9.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
White can't hit.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Williams punches it home.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. It's Brown on the wing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
The kick to Tatum. Fires from deep. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Pass to Holmgren. Tatum pulls it in. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers. This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've got to tighten up the ball control. That pass was just too easy to defend. Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Pass to Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Clock at 4. Back to Holiday. Offline with a 3. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Thunder.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding.
It's getting noisy here in Boston. We're at the home of the Celtics. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And it's White missing. And here are the Thunder now. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. When he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Porzingis. Boston again missing.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Outside, Dort. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. Searching for their first points of the game. White, wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren in the corner. Pass to Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Rebound, Boston. Holiday attacking. Out to the right wing. Outside, Tatum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Celtics leading by 3. Brown drives in. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And for Porzingis, gosh, the dunk looks so easy.
Pass to Caruso. On the wing, Williams. Holmgren in the corner. Shot to stop the run. And Tatum pulls it down. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Holiday gets the bucket.
Fire on both ends of the floor. That's what Drew Holiday is playing with and letting his defense manufacture some of his offense.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Right side Porzingis. And stolen by Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 54 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back to Caruso. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Down low. Here's Tatum. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Williams. Now Caruso. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Outside, Dort to the middle. Holmgren in the corner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis. When he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
Outside Williams. There's the triple. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Thunder trailing by 4. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Brings the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
And that is a big-time shot and a really dumb foul. Don't give him the and one on a 3-pointer.
Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Holmgren gets the bucket. And this game is tied up now.
Well, you got to be careful around SGA. He's got those quick hands, and he's ready to pick pockets.
Holiday up top. It's tipped. Back to White. 3-pointer. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Caruso. To the inside. Outside, Dort. Back to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. White. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
He giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. It's going to be Holmgren shooting. It goes on Jason Tatum. So both teams making some changes here. Free throw drops for Holmgren.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
The kick out to Brown. 3-pointer, Horford. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And stolen by Williams. Inside. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Holiday looking over the floor. Clock at 6. Pass to Horford. Horford double team. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Tatum no good. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 16-5 run here. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hartenstein with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. It's good from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. To the paint. Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Over in the corner, Dort buries the long-range jumper. Dort got the first basket of the second half here for Oklahoma City. That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Inside, pass to Tatum. Tatum gets it inside.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's got 8. Hartenstein with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Now Hartenstein. Outside Williams. And the Thunder another 3.
3 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving the lane. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
And you just see that burst. Gilgeous-Alexander, hard to catch him once he gets that first step.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Celtics trailed by 9, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Down low, Celtics passing it around. White with it. Williams picks him up. And finish off by Brown.
And Brown is superb at sizing up defenses. He's so decisive in that pick and roll.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. And here is Dort. Holmgren the screen. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. To the middle. There's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
The pick and roll disrupts the defense and gets Tatum loose there to get that one off.
It's Dort on the wing. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Just 5 on the clock. Craps in the tray. Holmgren's got 14.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
Here's Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. Bounce pass from Tatum. It's to Porzingis. To the inside. White, good. And it's 8 points for Jarrett White.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that at that time.
Outside, Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. 14 points for him. It's good. Holmgren's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Oh, good awareness right there from Holmgren. Making sure to get off a great look in time.
Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Right wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the
46.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Celtics trail by 8. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort, and we'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Porzingis inside. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Over to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen by White. An even 3-on-3 break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Dort.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Over in the corner, Dort. Inside, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Caruso. 3 on the clock. To the wing right side. For 3, Holmgren. And it's White with the rebound. Outside, Porzingis. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Stolen by Dort. And now Williams running the floor all by himself. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Picked by Williams. Pass to Dort. Holmgren wide open. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics trail by 4. Brown with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The rebound by Holiday. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
He is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Pass to Caruso. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Now Holiday. He takes it in. Brown wide open. He fires. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First team foul.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Picked by Williams. 6 to shoot. To the middle. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Seems like Gilgeous-Alexander's next shot is never far off. He can get the bucket they need.
And finished off by Brown.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with. And just like that, this game is a two-possession affair.
Holiday goes in. Pass to Porzingis. Out to White. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. .109 left in the game. Brown outside. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And the Thunder with possession. They've led by as much as 10. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Outguarded by Tatum. And here comes White, leading the fast break. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, Porzingis showing some passing ability that time. Instincts are there.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Down low. Holmgren in the corner. Back to Dort. Three-pointer. Knocked away. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. It's White on the wing. The kick out to Brown. Here's Caruso.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
From deep three-point territory. Can't get it to fall. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge,
win. We're going to win.
The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Now here's Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Phoenix has possession. And here's KD for three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's the screen. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Out to the wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. His three-pointers off the mark. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. Now, they laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. They mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Barnes, following the score by Phoenix. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And a miss there on the triple. Back to KD. Pass to Bull. Outside for Durant. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. To the right side. Dunn shot's good.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice dime from the big fella.
Stolen by Durant. Booker with it. Now guarded by Fox. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Now, Wembanyama. Bradley Beal missing from long range. That gives them the lead. And now that's 11 points for Victor Wembanyama. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Booker. Here's the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. San Antonio leading. Inside. Wembanyama. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got 13 points.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
There's 25 seconds left in the first. Durant inside. He's got 7. 4 on the clock. Outside, Beal. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Wembanyama. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire.
Oh, that's the highlight of the night. Wembanyama.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And that one's good. Durant. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2 to the inside. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Bol.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Here's Booker. Outside Durant. Vassell outside. Barnes outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Booker with no one around. And you know who? Devin Booker.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Outside for KD. It's Beal on the wing. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
No, the rangy athleticism of KD on display, stretching it out to throw that one down.
Back to Fox. Barnes the screen. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bol can't hit. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Latrey. Wembanyama. What a high release on the 3.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Buries it from 3-point range.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside, Fox. Over in the corner, Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, a screen. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe. Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. KD, that's for 2. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Right back after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he's something else. Hey, thank you. Back to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
Fox with it. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
He throw good, Wembanyama. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as that.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. The lead is 2. And it's denied by Fox. Outside, O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Durant. Another shot.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength then.
You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Now here's Beal. Pass to KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Fox. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Barnes the screen. To the paint. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Kicks it out to Allen. And stolen by Vassell. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Wembanyama with it. 32 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here's Barnes for 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Beyond the arc. Durant with the steal. And it's Fox with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Barnes outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Back to Booker. And stolen by Vassell. Goes up, finishes the break with a slam.
And you see the quickness out in transition. Vassell, so tough to stop.
Pass to Bull. KD on the wing. Down low. Kicks it out to Booker. KD a screen. Beal. Just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
52.
And at the close. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions. Guys?
Thank you, David. Back to Barnes. A pass to Fox. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Booker to the left wing. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Barnes.
And it was Wembanyama who got it rolling after definitely getting a hold of the ball there.
Right wing. Cam Bull wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple. San Antonio again turning it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 0.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Outside, Fox. Knocked loose. Beal with the steal.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, you hate to see sloppy, careless play like that. It's so unnecessary.
Wembanyama deadly inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
KD looking around. Launches it. San Antonio with the rebound. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. O'Neal on the wing. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Booker outside. Left side, O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Let's go, everyone. Give it up for your Spurs Breakers.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Durant, that's good.
Taking the hit there, Durant, so hard to stop.
Barnes the screen. Wembanyama outside. Here's Castle. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Booker looking around. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Katie. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, O'Neal. Over Wembanyama. Wembanyama knocks it away. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Fox. The kick out to Barnes. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, there's the street training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
It's Durant on the wing. Poked away. Fox with the steal. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Wembanyama down low. To the middle. And Wembanyama throws it down. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. The shot, no good. And Phoenix has possession. Here's O'Neal. Good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Barnes the screen. A three. And it's Durant with the rebound. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Booker draws the double. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
Nobody near Barnes. No good from 3-point territory. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy,